This is a very, very blatant statement here. You can love women or you can understand women, but you can't do both. All right, what do we got here? Oh! Oh shit, the camera's on. All right, hang on. All right, gentlemen, Terrence Popp here with another episode of Live from the Lair. And today, gentlemen, I got some bad news for you. I'm going to say some shit that's going to piss you off. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. First, I want to say this. Guys, when they're younger, they're always looking for the dream girl. But little do they know, they're going to settle for the nightmare, which they find out, in their mid-30s when they get divorced for the first, second, or third time if you didn't fucking learn your mistake the first time. Also, gentlemen, beating around the bush avoids pregnancy. Winning. Here's another good one. You guys are going to love this. All right, what's the difference between cancer and cuncer? Well, with cuncer, you can pack your shit and move away from it, and there you go. This is a very, very blatant statement here. You can love women or you can understand women, but you can't do both. And I'm trying to get you guys out there to understand what the fuck is going on and how the game works. So I have this graph here for you. Now what I'm gonna explain this whole thing for you. On this side I have age. All right? And this one here is the sexual market value of men and the sexual market value of women. All right? Now, it's a fact that the top 20% of the dudes out there have their pick of the litter of 80% of the women out there. 20% of them just don't even make the cut. All right? And a large majority of these bad boys, the top 20%ers, by the age of 25, have run through basically most of the women in, fucktardia, which is the Western world. All right? So by the ages between 18 and 30, most of the women already failed the dick stacking tests. All right? For you guys out there who don't know what the dick stacking test is, you ask a couple of questions, do some, arithmetic, figure out how many dudes have hit that pink pocket before you. You then take that number, multiply it by 6, then divide by 12. And if you were going to put a platform at the resulting number, which is feet, and push them off in your mind, if they so much as get a skin knee, too many cocks. Because let's face it, gentlemen, when they fail the dick stacking test, the chances of them genuinely pair bonding with you go to almost nothing. As a betting man, the best odds you get in a casino is 51-49, and it's only if you really count cards. If you went in the casino and you were betting and you knew that it was 95-5, you're a fucking idiot. All right, as men go up in age, their sexual market value increases. As a woman goes up in age, her sexual market value decreases. Up to right here, 28-32, where the wall begins. It's all genetic. But I've noticed, on average, 30 years old is where you start seeing the crow's feet, the downward turning nozzles, the little bit of a turkey neck going on. Don't get me wrong, guys get that too. But, it is what it is. I'm just being honest. All right, hang on a minute here. I'm not drinking an alcoholic beverage. It's a no sugar energy drink. Now, what women fail to realize, as men go up in sexual market value, they can do a lot of really cool things, like start pulling tail younger. It's very common for a 40-year-old dude to pull tail 22-ish and you know, maybe a little less, but usually 22 to 28. They can do it all day long. And that leaves a whole lot of these other women up here who have, you know, aged out of their first fertility window, which ends at 28, high and dry. And the pickings get mighty slim. And with all of the crazy articles that Redonkulous has been ripping apart, the desperation is getting dialed up to 12. All right. Now, the sexual market value for men usually peaks at 50. Now, if you have enough money, you can build a ramp where it no longer affects you. There's lots of multi-millionaires out there beyond 60 running around with 30-year-old bombshells. Is that a bad thing? Who am I to judge? But if that guy has enough money to build the ramp, he knows the deal and he knows how to play the game. And more power to him. But it does, if you don't have the money, it does taper down to like almost nothing at like 80. Because there's probably a lot of women out here who will settle for, you know, 75-year-old men if they can pay their bills. You know, I mean, that's just the way it works. Don't hate me. I'm just telling you the rules of the game.
Zuck the cuck drinks water like a duck. But he also drinks your data. So tell Scylla Cunt Valley to shove that data up their fourth point of contact by downloading the Brave browser. It's free, blocks online advertising, and protects your privacy from evil tech companies. You only see ads if you want to, and give cryptocurrency for your attention. Don't let Zuck turn you into the cuck. Support Sandman and download Brave by clicking on the link down below.
All right, now, you can see here that sexual market value starts plummeting relatively quickly, and they pretty much hit the wall 28.32, and then it goes down even more. Once they come through that wall and it chews them up, they hit around 40, and that's where a lot of women start to realize they're invisible, or it's starting to happen. You know, where they don't get the callbacks, they give out their numbers, men don't call them. You know, they noticed instead of getting 80 emails when, you know, I don't know, those dating apps when they were 30, at 40, they're getting like, you know, maybe 10, 15. And it only gets worse from there. Okay. Now you can see here, they're trickling down. All right. From right in here. It's basically the waterfall to oblivion. Now the bottom 80% of the dudes out there that are left over, they don't get to partake in the smorgasbord of the top 20% in their early years. Okay, they're left on the sidelines. You know, they're the wallflowers at the dance. The second look not taken and the resume at the bottom of the pile. Listen, gentlemen, that's just the way it works. All right, and a lot of you guys fight your way out of that. You know, you can do it with hard work, determination, you know, being able to stand up once you've been knocked on your ass a few times. And I made several videos about this where the betas become the alphas, and a lot of these 20%ers in the younger years become the betas because, you know, they don't really partake in the trappings of, you know, dedication, hard work, education, and, you know, their fades look and they're fucked. Okay. Now, this 80% here, they start, you know, coming into the game right around 30, okay? And most of these women in fucktardia have already been run through by the 20%. So the 80%, you know, if they want to, you know, deal with fucktardia women are dealing with blown out fucking slot C's that look like a dirty takeout window from Arby's. All right, the beef and cheddar and a catcher's mitt. And these women from Fucktardia think, hey, this 80% is going to pay full price for this, this tore up fucking, goddamn fucking bowl of fucking warm soup, with a smattering of, spoiled tuna fish and a lot of Richard salad left over around the rim. Does that sound appetizing to you, gentlemen? Fuck no, it doesn't. Don't fall for this shit. There's a lot of guys out there who do the smart thing, and there's a lot of women out there who do the smart thing. And between the ages of 18 and 25, they meet a good dude and they take themselves out of this fucking equation. All right, you gotta strike while the steel is hot, if you want to shape it the way you want it to go, ladies. Okay, working on your education and then 10 years of a career. Guess what? That's 14 years, and most of the women that do this have missed the fucking boat. They're standing on the docks watching their friends on the boat, which is now a party boat because they have security and they have all the shit that they wanted, and they're missing out because they're on the dock. Where? It's so blatant. I don't understand. I mean, I pretty much knew this is how it worked in high school. I remember in 9th grade, none of the ladies would talk to me. All right, I didn't even get women that would even respond when I said hi to them. But when I was a senior, all of the girls that were in my class were all about hanging out with us because all of the dudes above us had moved the fuck on and graduated. That lesson was not lost. I saw right through that, and I was 17 fucking years old and 13 when I started high school. So come on. All right, right around 40 is where women realize that feminism has lied to them. Okay? All of that strong, independent bullshit that the feminists are brainwashing these ladies with. Well, at 40, they better be strong and independent because 40 to 80 is a long fucking time. All right. The same applies to men. 40 to 80, if you decide, MGTOW, red pill, you don't want to fucking be married, blah, 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 what have you, which basically I have. So this applies to me too. But there's one difference. Men can handle isolation and doing their own thing way better than women. All right? I'm just saying. And if all of these social programs didn't exist and safety nets, and all of a sudden all of these single mothers out there were like, no more money for you, pay your own fucking bills, it would be a 3-to-1 women to male ratio of homeless, because these ladies would fall right on their face. Okay, you can hate me if you want. I'm just telling you the truth. The truth is not an insult, and reality is not an attack. When it comes to single mothers, you have to remember this. The roomy single mothers are the last pick of used goods. Keep that in mind when you're out there throwing your fucking own flying crossbody cock block upon yourself in the bars. And also this. You want to know what really makes a woman horny? A man with options. Winning. All right, gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this short lecture. I kind of pull it off the cuff. But I'm kind of sick and tired of dudes out there just not knowing what the fuck is going on. All right? And just because you weren't in the 20% in your 20s doesn't mean you can't be in the 20% in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. All right? And a lot of guys are fucking doing it out there, and they're doing it in spades. All right? So please, keep this in the back of your mind. It's a lot of women's nature and how the world really fucking works in regards to them. And a lot of ladies think that the smorgasbord of cock that they enjoyed here in this band is going to go all the way down for the rest of their life. Well, boo-hoo, ladies. Not going to happen. All right, I'm out.